Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to Healing and Building with Mystikai. We are back with another reading for today. Take what resonate, leave what does not. Okay. And again, we're using the Hip Hop Queen's Oracle deck, and then we'll also use the Oracle of the Fairies deck later. But just getting today's message, today's word, what inspiration is the Hip Hop Queens going to give us today? Okay, I'm like, I already have one. Since that one flipped out, let's see if it's going to come out. Okay, yeah, let's just take that. Okay. That quickly got out the cards. Oops. Okay. So today we got Dej Loaf, Mood, Let It Shine. We got Sweetie Style. Again, we got her yesterday morning, so it's like, and she was the second one yesterday, so we're gonna pay attention to Sweetie. Sweetie is trying to tell us something. Okay, this icy girl is trying to get us somewhere with this style card. And then the next card is Mia X Strength. So let me go through the book and read it. Starting with Dej Loaf. Dej Loaf. Try me. It says temperament, pressure, control, hostility. Detroit native Dej Loaf started her career in 2012 and rose to prominence in 2014 thanks to her single Try Me, which earned her a spot in XXL's 2015 freshman class. Dej's unique vocals, distinct whether she's singing or rapping, amplify her lyrics about unapologetic action. She demands what she wants, and her strong sense of self allows her to shift moves from song to songs, always saying simply what she feels. There is no time for repressed feelings for Dej Loaf, and that level of honesty is empowering the hip hop hall of illusion. If you're feeling like your mood is all over the place, then you're not wrong. While Dej Loaf vents through her songs, you might not have the luxury of resetting your day, good or bad, with music to keep you going. The best way to sort through all the emotions is to turn within for a while, not to the point where you're reclusive, but enough to adjust your thoughts and actions before feelings taking over. It's okay to fluctuate. In fact, a shift mood loosens attachments to negative thoughts before they become the center of your new attitude. So like Dej Loaf says, back up a little, you'll get a better view. Okay, I love that. First off, I love Dej Loaf's style, from like how she dressed, from like her hair, from like how her songs, like she definitely had a run, and I feel like she's still hot and relevant. Like, aside from that, I was thinking about a couple of years ago, I saw this therapy session with her, and I think there was like some significant things that happened in her life. I'm not completely sure, so like I'm not gonna like lie. I can always Google it, like a therapy session with Dej Loaf. I forgot the therapist's name, but it might actually be on this platform on YouTube. But I always admired her expression and her style, and it's like, also, I just love women from the Midwest. I feel like women from Detroit, St. Louis, Chicago, like they have like this uniqueness about them that like I just admire a lot. So that's really dope that she's coming out. But I was just thinking about like the card itself, like having a way to get out different emotions. I feel like even when we talked about yesterday with healing, is a season for us to learn how to give a place and space for our emotions. Like Dej Loaf, she made like her stuff in songs. Much like most of these women in hip hop, they're putting their pain, their charisma, they're putting it in their songs. They're putting in their music. Is like, we actually do have that luxury. We can write every day. We can, and if we don't have the ability to write, we can like speak into a phone and do voice notes and voice recordings and stuff like that. There is a way to express and get things out, even now, right now, with me on here on YouTube, speaking and talking. This is a way to express and get things out, because I'm not sure who else may need this message. 5 in the timer. As I said that. So that's a way to do it, but you have to figure out, like, how do you release emotions, because we are emotional beings and we're gonna feel things and things gonna happen. I can even say yesterday was such a like interesting day for me that I felt so many emotions. I just slept in like, yo, let me ground myself, because I'm like, this is not the worst thing that's ever happened to me. The worst things have happened, but having a system of like how you release those emotions and how you ground yourself, I believe, is very important in this season. But we're gonna go to the next card, Sweetie, because she like, I'm not done with y'all. Again, hers is fashion, sweetness, elegance, chic, optimism. The first line of Sweetie's first single, Icy Girl, invokes the spirit of Puff Daddy, can't stop, won't stop. She spit those words out before launching to bars about the good life filled with luxurious vacays and designer threads. The backstory here, however, is that Sweetie wrote her song in the car during the lowest point of her life. She manifested her future success, pressurizing coal into diamonds with her single, My Type. While hard times didn't break Sweetie, they also didn't infiltrate her lyrics, which are steeped in slickness and sophistication. Her aesthetic matched her music, and what's sweeter than that? When you're feeling down, there are many ways to pick yourself back up. Sometimes it's merely speaking that positivity into existence. Other times, liven up your physical appearance with a new wardrobe or a new haircut will do the trick. Let your exterior shake up your interior. When you look good, you feel good. Yes, okay, I feel like also going back to Dej Loaf. Oh my gosh, Dej Loaf. I'm like thinking of, now I'm thinking about like fashion and like hair. I'm like, yo, her bobs be bobbing. Like, I'm talking about, okay, and she's been looking the same since 2012, okay? Like, not in a bad way, just like, okay, my sis be looking good, okay, period. And then for Sweetie, I'm like, I feel like what stood out of the post to yesterday was like, looking good and feeling good, dressing up, that can also be a mood changer. One thing when like I'm not feeling my best, I play dress up, because I'm like, okay, I've got all these clothes. I'm like, I think of scenarios of like where I'm going to wear them, where I'm going to go, and then like the day comes when like I actually get to put these clothes on, and I'm like, okay, now the event is here for me to actually wear this outfit. But it's like trying on clothes, put on accessories, pretending I'm in the space that I say I'm going to go in. Like, that helps liven up my mood. I'm not sure if like you're a fashion person, so that might be like a thing. So it's like you may not have the big studio or like the clientele, whatever, but you can still practice whatever it is you want to do, because it's like all you got to do is practice, because eventually the day will come. But it's like while the day is coming, while you're in the waiting room, you could practice, boo. You're not too good for practice, okay? And next we have Mia X Strength, an 808 on the clock as I picked up that card, okay? Like, this gonna hit for somebody. Okay, let's go to Mia X. Okay, here it is. Endurance, fortitude, leaning in, bossiness. While Mia X was known as the biggest mama Mia of No Limit Records, the first female signee, her reach far surpassed the confines of New Orleans. Her flow and her cadence evoked a West Coast flavor, earning her a title Mother of Southern Gangsta Rap. Her second album, Unladylike, was her breakthrough project. Though she'd been instrumental in a number of No Limit projects, including being a member of True, she kept the No Limit tank rolling, but soldiered through even bigger battles in personal life. Like fighting cancer, she formed her own businesses, wrote books, and returned to the stage to perform. There's no stopping mama drama. When life gives you lemons, cut them up, add some sugar, and make a lemon meringue pie. Forget lemonade, take it to the next level. Mia X amplifies never giving up, and pulling her card is a message to follow suit. You never know the limits of your own strength until you test them. You'll be surprised with what you come up with. Blast past those boundaries like you're the one driving the tank. This ain't a battle. This is a war. Okay, I love that. I love that. It gives me like this idea of like, I really don't like the idea of being strong as a Black woman. I feel like it eliminates the fact that like we have these big emotions and that we we don't always get to express them, because it's like, be strong, be resilient, be tough, and it's like, I don't always want to be tough, but I know deep down, like, I have this unwavering strength about myself that often is not overlooked. The strength is seen, is those emotions that, like, are not so pleasant, that don't get to be seen. But even, like, with that being said, like with her, with Mia X coming back to her, like battling all these different things, and still going forth. Don't allow your current season to stop you from doing the shit that you came here to do. Don't stop your current season from stop you from doing projects. Like, these emotions that we have, they're going to exist, but we have to find a place to put them. Okay, you're gonna have to put it in the music, put it in your expression, whether that's your physical expression, your verbal expression. We're gonna have to find ways to place it, because we cannot hold on to these emotions. Because even thinking about just holding on to negative emotions, how they manifest into the body, into different diseases and stuff like that, it's like, we don't want that. We need you here. We need you here. Okay, my girl was battling cancer and still was like, that ain't gonna stop me. I still got shit to do. I'm still gonna write these books. I still got businesses to do. Okay, I'm still going to pave the way, because there's still things you have to do. Don't let this current season of not having it all together, or not feeling like your best self, stop you from still putting forth the effort. Okay, and whatever that looks like for you. Okay, that's what we got to do. We still got to put forth the effort in this season. It may not be as heavy lifting as it was before. Maybe the season does require rest, but there's still something we could be doing to pull ourselves forward, you know? Doesn't have to look like heavy lifting all the time. But, okay. I'm like, I'm gonna let these two come out, and then I'm gonna get another one. And there we go. Oh, so funny. You're so funny. Okay. The first one is from my Oracle Fairies. Oracles of the Fairies. I'm sorry, y'all. The tongue twister is manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now, write it down on paper. Manifest. Step 1. Okay, I think there's like this Erykah Badu thing where she talks about, like, write it down, believe it, achieve it, or something like that. I remember it's like something I always saw on Pinterest. The next one is celebration. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out and dance and play. An invitation will be on the way. Okay? What? Okay. Didn't I just say playing dress up and preparing yourself for those moments? So getting ready for those moments. So practicing. Okay? An invitation is on the way. So you don't want to practice for that moment. And even with manifestation here, is like, we just talked about, like, writing and songs and stuff like that. It's like, you could use songs and music and things to change your situation. You just have to write it out. Say what it is. Speak with spirit. Say what it is that you want. What it is that you're trying to change in this moment. It's really just about saying it and putting it out there. It's like getting it out your head, out of your mind, out of your mouth, like speaking it. Okay, heavy on that. Then the last one, we got music. I love when I get this card. It says, listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. You could literally command things with music. That's how powerful music is, okay? But today's overall message is, like, don't allow this current season to keep you out of the things you want. Don't allow the things that may be temporary to stop you from getting the things that you absolutely positively want in our manifesting. Okay, until next time, y'all, I love y'all. I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.